We discussed earlier how tyrannies are the result of corruption overtaking and warping government, with this specific case being that Baldur's Gate functioned as an aristocracy that was relatively uncorrupted, which some nobles probably believed would transform into an oligarchy under Gortash, but ultimately became a tyranny with Gortash being the absolute ruler. We've explored several examples of corrupted governments being destined to fail due to an inherent struggle between opposing factions, but we haven't discussed which faction remains after all the other political factions are neutralized. Generally, and Baldur's Gate 3 illustrates this, when governments become tyrannies, they have a single figure that wields total power, which came about by a process of consolidation, usually culminating in violence. Rule of the many, like a democracy, through political consolidation may transform into an aristocracy or oligarchy, which may then be consolidated further into a dictatorship or tyranny. Each of these changes results in fewer people or classes wielding power, with the ultimate goal of corruption being to leave only one person or faction wielding power. When the tyrant has achieved this, and there is no political opposition left, they may consider their power secured. However, as we've shown through this video, there is no way to gain power through corruption that does not also result in creating division or unrest. When the tyrant has seized total power, the people themselves become the opposition. There is only so much a tyrant can do before people refuse to live under their oppression any further. In essence, this is another way tyrannies are always doomed to fail. Without people, what does the tyrant even rule over? If the people decide to oppose the tyrant, then the tyrant has nothing left. No more claims, no more power. Because of this, a tyrant can never truly eliminate all opposition, because doing so would result in no one left to rule over. Sure, people might support the regime because it benefits them, but remember that corruption inherently creates internal conflict, and different factions will eventually form and strive to undermine each other. In this regard, tyrannies can never last. They may establish themselves for some time, but just look back at history and you'll see that no tyrannic rule is permanent.